We're working our way down the California coast in our self-built adventure van. But as we get closer and closer to LA, it's getting harder to find spots to camp.
But they don't have a spot over the weekend.
But where else are we gonna go? Stick around with us as we figure it out and soak up the last of the California coast.
Hey guys, we have just spent a couple of days inland at a national park. So if there was a little gap in the filming, it's because we can't shoot video in national parks for our monetized YouTube channel. Anyway, we're back out of there and we're headed back toward the coast. We're gonna make a pit stop this afternoon and get some laundry done at a laundromat and pick up some groceries. And then we're gonna head to the beach. We've got one night just south of Morro Bay, and then we have another night at Pismo Beach, and then we don't know what we're doing Thursday.
Life is good, life is good, yeah. Yeah, in my darkest times, you got me feeling like
Can I put that there?
That's fine.
You know what? I think you can.
Are you kitchen gadgets?
Yes, yes.
I don't care who knows I love you. Ooh, 'cause I've been so lost without you. And in my darkest times, you got me feeling like life is good, yeah. Life is good, yeah.
Anyone else coming down the sailway? Yep, there are. Ultra fast.
Whee, they're all saying.
Mid-roof.
Surely no one's tailing this van.
Oh, there was. No.
Our turn.
They got brakes.
Oh, it's so foggy again. Does anybody know what kind of trees these are? I cannot find a nature guide, and I want to know if these are birch trees. Thank
I
you.
guess he's gonna be there.
So we're at camp. Beach is here. We're gonna go spend some time at the beach. I think while we're like loaded to drive, we're just gonna drive down there for like an hour or less. It's cold.
He's looking. Pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh no, Lizard Boy is back. Yeah. My arrow and then eat him instead.
No, not me.
Taking aim. Boom.
Good morning. Casey's already up, taking his first call this morning. He was very kind to do that outside so I could lay in the bed a little longer, and Henry's still asleep too. Today we're gonna drive to a new place at Pismo Beach. But first I think Henry and I want to go climb this really big rock that's at the beach here. I like listening to Casey on his work calls because it's like a whole, it's his professional side. It's really cute. He's a really smart guy. You guys know that already. Oh, we gotta get propane today too. We finally ran out our big propane tank and we're on our backup tank. That's good. You said you wanted to stretch out in the big bed. When you need a fridge. Oh, really? It was late for everybody. Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. Okay. I have to go pee. Can you lay in the bed some more or do you want to come to the bathroom?
I'm gonna lay here.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee. This is a very simple digital nomad setup, Dad.
Yeah, it's very minimal.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Oh.
And yeah, and all of that.
And us, because we're cute.
I'm trying to decide if I like the hot more or the cold more. Our last stop, it was like 90 degrees. Still cool in the evenings, but dry, and the sun was out, blue skies. And here it's like humid, but it's like highs in the upper 70s, lows still in the like upper 50s, 60s. A little wet and cloudy, but I don't know. It's hard to decide. Like hot all day and then really comfortable at night, or just like medium comfortable all day. All I know is like if you want to escape the heat, man, California Coast, it's August and it's like springtime back home.
Mom, the mountains look great.
Mm-hmm.
Get stuck in that little lip.
This might be our first like actual encounter with some real mud. It's pretty wet here. Welcome to In the Van.
We're all here.
Dad, I can't tell me what to do.
I'm in charge of my own happiness. Do yours.
The IRS can't do anything to me.
We were listening to that Snoop Dogg affirmation song. And I'm happy again, it worked.
Henry, what were you asking me about the ceiling?
What if you had made it out of something that suction cups stick to, and I had 4 really strong suction cups stuck on the ceiling, and then I grabbed onto 2 like this, and then my feet slid into the other 2, and I'm hanging on the ceiling.
That'd be handy. We
or
could
I
just
could
be
walk
like,
around on it.
Yeah.
Henry, you're in the way. Get in your suction cups. And then he'd just be like, whoop, up on the ceiling, out of the way. It's a great idea.
What are all these people smoking? Oh my god, look at them all. Look, Mom. It's like a cross-country team.
Oh, they're running. I have everything I need already, right?
You want some of that? And of this? And of these? That's everything, right?
They want to come with me.
Oh, yeah. YouTube.
Messed up, you are. Got me singing like I'm bigger. You wish we had company to each other. Narrator of my dreams, make it make sense. On the outside, I don't seem like anything.
In any of our off-roads, any of our camper vehicles, just like, plus I haven't slept a night in an RV for a while.
Not since like April.
There's all nights you are. Listen to your favorite tune in your car. Why try changing your heartbeats? No time for us. Just my mama, you're no match. Run my bad karma. Broken shards of glass and not dogs. I'm far too scary to be what you like. Listen to your favorite tune in your car.
You better get out before the tide comes too high.
I was thinking about something earlier while you guys were hiking. I didn't get any footage of in the van working. Paige asked me, or at least it's implied maybe, that maybe I'm not having fun because you guys are off doing a hike or going to the beach and I'm just hanging out in the van working. To me, this is part of the fun of the trip for me. I built this thing to be able to do exactly this, you know, for me to be able to just post up in a parking lot, get a work day in wherever we're at and make it work. So I'm having fun. I'm like playing Office in the van, which was like so much of my energy went into designing it to make it work for that. So I just want that to be known for both the audience and for you guys, that I enjoy the part where I sit up in here and work in the van. And I'm like, this is so cool, I'm by the beach working. But we don't put a lot of footage of it because it's kind of boring to watch me sit here and go tappy, tappy, tappy. But
A lot of the time, that's what's happening.
yeah, like again, doesn't make it in the videos, but I'm working like
A full-time job.
full-time job on the road here, you know?
Maybe we should tell.
We don't film everything we do, did you know that? Everyone's always really impressed with his like carpentry work and ability to do wiring and plumbing and stuff. But he also, yeah, works. He does like coding work and manages people and has a whole team and stuff, so it's very cool. Got the solar panel here. Starlink's up on the roof. Little Starlink thing here. I mean, it's all, that is very compact. We're in a parking lot. We're making it work. It's very cool.
They sell them at the store.
That was a nut.
We got nut.
I was like looking at Henry like it wasn't Henry.
Mm-mm.
That's not excessive to bring to the beach, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
So last night we ran out of propane in the big tank. We switched to the little backup tank. We ran it out as well. So we filled the big tank today. And before we use any of it, we're gonna fill up the backup tank so that we've got a backup to switch to. This fills the same way as a 20 pound, so I'm gonna assume it comes out liquid when you flip it over like a 20 pound.
Yeah, this is really cool. This is a refillable version of the little green cans.
This is a Flame King. They sell one at Walmart, a different brand, but I got this one on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It works like this. It's a special valve. So most of these tanks, you can buy kits to refill like the regular ones, but they're sketchy at best. The reason why this one works is it has a valve that's designed to be refilled, reopened and closed. And there is a little hex key on it to open the bleeder valve on it. So I'm gonna open that up real quick. That's just kind of purging the old gas out. And then I plunge this until gas comes out. There it goes. See that? That's what we want. Now we're there. Yeah, we're definitely there.
Normally more than...
Oh shit. Stop. Stop the...
Oh, you forgot to turn the main off, huh?
Turn the main off, did I?
Yeah, so the whole point of the process is that when the big tank, which isn't that big, runs out, the little tank gives us a little bit of time, a day or two or whatever, to like go find somewhere to get it filled. This is a feast!
I love it when we just accidentally feast.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best?
The beans are some leftovers, and they have ground beef and onions in them. Okay.
What are we having?
It's just purely frozen fruit with a little bit of milk in it. It's like a thick smoothie.
Fruit ice cream.
A smoothie bowl.
It's like 60. Yeah, cool. Well, that's yum. Gizmo.
What's that mean? Groovy.
I like it.
I like it. That's groovy.
This band's called The Hunts. It's got a slow intro. Those are nice.
Cool. Yeah. That's very Arabat.
It's like beach folk.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's that one. Reminds me of something.
Sounds like Zooey and Shan a little bit.
And then this is another song from Sun River. You'll recognize them.
Oh, them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Paige is working on an art project. I'm editing a YouTube video.
That's an art project.
It is. This is the first video of the series. This is letting you into how far into the travels we were for the video production. You know, it kind of gives them a glimpse. Because I bet this video came out a month ago when you saw it. Blown engine.
I'm making a little journal of our trip. Actually, I always do this. I've done this for every trip ever. This is part one. You might have already seen it. It's like all the stuff. There's a spark plug. All the stuff leading up to basically like getting to the coast. Crater Lake. Okay, so that's part one. I have this really great little printer that prints the pictures.
Did we buy that for Yellowstone? Yeah.
Yeah. This helps me remember where we've been and kind of like the highlights of what we see. This is Oregon. Part two is when we get to California. And then this is like Crescent City, and the beaches in Northern California are all like these coves where the mountains kind of like come in and you're like in this little covey thing. And then I started a list of like our stays in California because I lose track of that kind of thing. And then this is us. It's Sue Meg. Oh, in Mendocino we stopped for lunch and this was the view. It was so incredible, and I saw whales in the ocean, so I wanted to write about that. Because like I couldn't get a picture of that. I was like trying to see it through binoculars. You couldn't see it on video. Couldn't get it on the camera, yeah. So it's just like written down. I saw whales spewing their spew. It's really cool. How else am I gonna remember that? And then I started, this is the next part. We've been seeing a lot of sea lions in like a lot of different settings, so that's
a good sea lion.
I know, thank you. And then I just wrote a little bit about San Francisco. It was such a big thing. I don't know exactly. Anyway, this is where I'm leaving off. But there's more. Obviously, we're way past San Francisco. Oh, and I'm gonna bind it all. I have this piece of cardboard that I put contact paper on, and I'm gonna put them all like in a little thing. This is a very mini version for me, but
yeah, you usually do the big one, but we had to shrink everything down for the van.
It's compact for the van. One more thing, I have this really cool watercolor set. I know that you guys are all over the world, but if you're ever in Eureka Springs, this is from a store in Eureka Springs called Adventure Art, and she creates art kits specifically designed for traveling, and they're like, as you can see, like very compact. It's like everything you need. She's got a little bottle cap in here, which actually works really well. You put the water in this, and the brush is tiny, and there's paper in the bottom. It's a whole kit. You can do watercolors completely with this whole little set, and it's lasted me a really long time, and it's just very cool.
Like its 3rd trip, right?
Yeah, I've had it for a really long time. She often reuses like recycled tins to do her stuff. And anyway, Adventure Art, you should check them out. They're in Eureka Springs. It's very cool. Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that is.
Usually city road.
I've done it, Mom.
It's a really simple process.
It's not bad.
This has not been the pain in the ass that it could have been.
I honestly think that it feels like less of a pain in the ass than making the RV bed.
It is.
Where you have to move all that shit from front to back.
And the
There's a lot of
sheet's
walking.
just there, and you slide it down. Oops.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, Henry's really lost interest in being in the videos, which is totally fine, and honestly probably age appropriate. He used to be like a real ham for the camera. Now he's just like, nah, dog.
What's for the best? These videos are about us.
Yeah.
But it's weird, because we are a family, and a lot of you are like, your content's not family friendly. And that's funny, because everything we do and show you is happening here. They're like, well, that's wrong too. But like,
no, man, we're a good family. Look,
good.
we've been camping in some public campgrounds with some people. And there's been some
we are
drama.
not always the ones screaming the
We are
loudest
not the
at
ones
each other.
cursing the most at their children.
Oh yeah.
By a long shot. Space Force Base. U.S. Space Force, Vandenberg. I don't know how many Space Force bases there are. We have officially crossed the line that exists in my mind between Central and Southern California. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And yeah, that means we're getting pretty close to Santa Barbara. The beaches are getting nicer, the weather's getting warmer. We have a dilemma, which is that we have one more night booked on the beach tonight. It's a Thursday night. And going into the weekend, we got nothing. We thought we had a spot in Malibu. There were tons of spaces available. Checked again, they were all gone.
We're scoping out a spot for tomorrow night.
Head north on Jalama Road toward California 1
At the top of Jalama Road. We're staying in the campground tonight, but they don't have a spot over the weekend. And
People say this is a spot.
yeah, Overlander says this is a spot. There's no sign saying no parking.
It looks nice.
It's a pretty view. Yeah.
It is right on a road, though.
We're likely to have neighbors, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will use it.
But, yeah, I think if we park, this could be a spot.
You say you miss walking alone at night. There's no one to kiss under the neon lights. If you say there's
a mile and a half away.
and you're always right, oh, what the hell? I really lost the
Paige wanted to document this
Milestone
turning point moment.
Event, changing the tank of the bubbly. Also, by the way, Target said they do exchange these. We were just kind of dumb and didn't
bring it in to find out.
bring it in. But
Let's change it on the next one.
We use Soda Sense, who wouldn't sponsor us.
Would not sponsor.
To do our exchanges through the mail from home, normally.
So buy SodaStream instead. Just
I don't
kidding.
know.
We like Soda Sense. They're dope.
Yeah, they're actually really good. We've been using them since 2020.
We're at Jamala Beach. I've decided it might be Jamala.
It's whatever you think it is in the
Whatever
mail.
you want it to be.
They make these quick connect ones, and now you have to make sure we're getting the
Screw
old
on.
kind.
Old style.
You guys like the little cozy I sewed in?
It's smart.
It doesn't bounce.
It hasn't made any noise the whole trip. And it gets bungeed into place.
It's actually like probably the most secure thing in the whole van.
Yeah, that in the fridge. This is like the coolest little campground. It's got a store. Beach is really good. We're in like kind of a crappy spot, but I mean the crappiest spot at the beach. It's not as bad as that. Remember that first spot at South Padre that had us just like questioning the whole trip? Because we booked it for a week. They moved us.
I have really good feelings about this campground. This might be like one of my top picks all time.
It's remote. We're 14 miles up this road to nowhere, and then it just pops out in this campground, and it's like crazy busy. Because there's lots of day use and stuff too, and the beach is awesome, and the weather's nice. It's like 75, but it's very sunny. No fog, sandy beach. We saw a stingray.
Well, that was this morning.
Oh.
That was at Pismo.
Who knows what we'll see. That's what the beach looks like.
That's what the beach looks like. Those are the good campsites.
Alright everyone, be sure to rinse off so don't get the ocean dirty. Best beach yet. We said that yesterday. There's a trend. Better beaches as we go south. We're way south. We're south of Las Vegas now. We're not that far north of Los Angeles. It's just that the coast goes east for a while. About 150 miles to LA. And less than 50 miles to Santa Barbara.
The water here is not potable because apparently they had a leak yesterday and had to refill their whole water tank, and then they like over chlorinated it, so it's just too chlorinated. We don't have the chlorine filtering filters in our Berkey, so we're boiling some water, gonna let it cool, probably run it through the Berkey again. And I got a tablecloth, which is just like so much nicer. Welcome to dinner, Dada.
Oh, this is so nice. I'm eating at a fancy
I
restaurant.
know, the tablecloth's a big difference. It's gonna be so gross, but it'll be our gross, not whatever's on the table.
Paige is really fascinated with Santa Barbara because there's a song she likes about it. It's literally all she knows about it, and she's like, we gotta stay in Santa Barbara, it's gonna be great.
I think it seems like a cool city.
You're just trying to meet the girl that the guy from Revolution met in Santa Barbara.
I just want to hang out with Revolution.
There is an RV park, and on Sunday, they have an opening, but it's $70 a night. And that is really outside of our camping budget, typically.
We could leave from here and spend the day in Santa Barbara and then camp on the other side of it.
For some reason, it has us skipping all of Highway 1 to go way the F around it.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, if it's on the weekend, we could. But where else are we gonna go? From there, it's just like, you're in LA. There's like Santa Monica, Malibu, Oxnard, Ventura. Look, we could try and be those people that like park in a residential neighborhood in our van and ruin it for everybody, but we're not gonna do that. That's for you to do. You go do that.
Single person's game.
Yeah, also, you know, that's for people that don't have an awning and a solar panel on the roof and a child that needs to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Sorry, guys. You know, when they told us that kids would be expensive, like, most of that's bullshit. Like, you know, it's expensive if you eat pizza every night or whatever. But, like, when it comes to camping, we could rough it a lot harder. Couldn't we?
We could.
That's when kids are expensive, guys. Camping.
We're gonna go catch the sunset and take showers.
Sunset shower.
Sunset shower time.
Go. Oh, my good line. I've got the choice. Throw it down. Throw it down. It can't be saved. It can't be saved.
Yay!
Morning, everybody. I got sunburned yesterday. A fortunate thing happened this morning in figuring out our where will we sleep tonight dilemma, which is Paige went to the little ranger station here at the park that we're staying at and asked if they had any cancellations, and they actually did. They had 2 spots opened up on the upper loop. It's full hookups, kind of pricey, not too bad considering, but we have such a hard time finding places to camp on the weekends that isn't in the 100-degree valley, you know, about an hour inland, that we're gonna go for it. So that we have sorted out the problem of where will we sleep tonight, which is the Friday night. We still don't have a place to stay Saturday. By Sunday, things open back up. We worry less and less about it. We're debating whether or not we continue down the coast or we turn back and start heading towards Colorado and get back up into the mountains where it's nice and cool up there, and you know, spend maybe a little bit of time out that way before we start to head back home. I don't know. Paige was really adamant that we were going to go all the way to San Diego. She was digging the beach, but I think she's getting her beach cup filled at this spot, especially with another night here. And yeah, we're gonna see. I think it's possible we've got one more segment of this trip back in the mountains, which personally I'm excited about because the camping is free and it's more scenic. We can get out of these developed campgrounds. The coast has been awesome, really has been. You just don't have options to stay on the coast unless it's in a developed campground. There's just not BLM land or national forest right here at the coast. So, and I get it. I mean, everyone would do it, be abused. Tonight's figured out. One more night at this spot. Yeah, I don't know. We're either gonna keep headed south towards Santa Barbara or turn east and head back towards the mountains. Let's see. We're doing the campsite shuffle. And we're gonna go eat one of these world famous burgers at the campsite store that claims to be world famous.
Hi everybody. What are we doing? Are we telling them what we're doing? You told them about the sharks?
No.
I saw 2 sharks in the ocean today, like going through the water, like just like so cool.
Sharks. We've seen it all. We've seen sea lions, sharks, whales. Let's get this dish. We are detached. Paige is in the jump seat.
We're just going to get some llama burger.
We're gonna go eat some lunch at the little store over here. Check-in time's not for another hour.
This is a great way to check
And then
the
we'll switch
campsite.
to other
I can
spot.
see the whole thing.
Looks good, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what is our campsite number for the new site? Is it on here?
108. We're gonna go look at our campsite. Actually, the guy that I got the campsite from, the ranger dude, was like, if you wanna go scope it out, they're up there. And then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Is one better than the other? And he was like, no, they're the same. So he better not have been lying. I think it's gonna be like kind of windy in the evening as it gets windy anyway, but like windier because we'll be up high. But I think they're gonna be like killer views of everything. Yes, we're gonna go scope out our new spot.
They're still pretty tight.
Pretty dang lucky that they had a spot available for a Friday night. I just walked up this morning and said,
Here it is.
you got anything? And he actually had
It's
two.
available. Look at that view, guys.
And this is the view. Dang,
You're
guys.
supposed to back into this, but
we
not
can,
us.
and we can pop the doors.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
Okay, young man. Oh, my God.
Can we just talk about how this is the most picturesque hamburger I've ever seen in my life?
Technically, that was the deal, but it's like.
No, I got like 60% of that in my mouth.
I think said I was gonna monitor.
Gets really windy in the evening here, and as we expected on the hill, it's a little bit worse. So we're packing everything down. What a sunset, guys. I mean, it's not a sunset yet, but you get it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers.
We look like the sketchy ones, you know?
But the whole drive in, there were cars parked all along the road. And that just can feel kind of sketchy, like